Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something massive, something that's already getting the rugby world buzzing. We're talking about Scotland's historic return to South Africa in 2026. This isn't just any tour. It's part of the brand new Nations Championship, a competition set to completely reshape the international rugby calendar. So, grab your beverage of choice, get comfortable, and let's unpack what this monumental clash means for both nations and the sport itself. First off, let's set the stage. The last time Scotland played a test match on South African soil was way back in 2014 in Port Elizabeth. And what a match it was. The Springboks absolutely dominated, running away with a 55-6 victory. It was a tough day at the office for the Scots. That tour also included a match against the Springboks in 2013 in Nelspruit, which was a much closer affair, a 30-17 win for the home side. Those memories, especially the 2014 result, have lingered. For Scottish fans, it represents a benchmark of a past era, a time when the gap between the hemispheres felt like a chasm. For South African fans, it's a reminder of their power on home turf. Fast forward to 2026 and the landscape is completely different. The new Nations Championship, kicking off in 2026 and held every 2 years, is World Rugby's ambitious plan to create a more meaningful narrative between the Rugby World Cups. It brings together the 6 nations teams, the Sanzar teams, and 2 invited nations, likely Japan and Fiji, into a tiered competition. In the July window of the inaugural tournament, the Northern Hemisphere teams will travel south. And the fixture that immediately jumps off the page, Scotland heading to South Africa. This is huge. For a decade, direct tours to the big 3 of the Southern Hemisphere, South Africa, New Zealand, and Australia, have become increasingly rare for teams like Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. The focus has been on summer tours with 2 or 3 tests against a single opponent. But a one-off, high-stakes test match as part of a global competition, that's a different beast entirely. It adds a layer of pressure and excitement that a friendly tour just can't replicate. Let's talk about the Scottish perspective first. This is a golden opportunity. The Scotland team of 2026 will be a world away from the one that was humbled in 2014. Under Gregor Townsend, Scotland have transformed into a team that can challenge anyone on their day. They play an exciting high-tempo brand of attacking rugby that has troubled even the very best defenses. Players who will likely still be at the heart of the team. Think Finn Russell, Duhan van der Merwe, Sione Tuipulotu, Hugh Jones, are world-class operators. This trip to South Africa is more than just a game. It's a statement. It's a chance to prove, on the most intimidating turf in world rugby, that Scotland are genuine contenders. Winning in South Africa is the ultimate benchmark. The atmosphere, the physicality of the Springboks, the passionate home crowd, it's a cauldron. If Scotland can go there and perform, or even pull off a historic victory, it would send shockwaves through the sport. It would be a monumental psychological boost ahead of the 2027 Rugby World Cup. It's a chance to exorcise the ghosts of 2014 and write a new, much more glorious chapter in their history. And what about the South African connections within the Scottish squad? It's a story in itself. Duhan van der Merwe and Pierre Schoeman are proud South Africans by birth who now wear the thistle with immense passion. They will be returning to their homeland, playing against former countrymen, in a stadium packed with friends and family. The emotional weight of that experience is hard to overstate. Imagine the narrative. Duhan, who has become one of the most destructive wingers in the world, facing off against the likes of Cheslin Kolbe or Kurt Lee Arendse on his old stomping grounds. It's pure rugby theater. Their inside knowledge of the South African rugby psyche could also be an invaluable asset for Scotland in the build-up. Now let's flip the script and look at it from the Springboks' point of view. For South Africa, this is business as usual in one sense. They are the back-to-back world champions, the standard-bearers of international rugby. Every home game is a must-win, and the pressure to maintain their fortress is immense. They will not be taking Scotland lightly, not for a second. They saw what Scotland did to them in the first half of their World Cup pool match in 2023. For 40 minutes, Scotland frustrated them, slowed them down, and went into the break well within touching distance. The Boks will remember that. They'll know that this isn't the Scotland of old. They'll respect their attacking flair and their tenacity. For the Springboks, this match is the start of a new cycle. By 2026, some of the legendary figures of the 2019 and 2023 triumphs may have moved on. A new generation of Springboks will be emerging, tasked with upholding the incredible legacy of their predecessors. A home test against a dangerous attacking Scotland side is the perfect test for these new players. It's a chance for the coaching staff, whether that's still Rassie Erasmus and his team, or their successors, to bed in new combinations and tactics. The clash of styles is what makes this fixture so tantalizing. It's the quintessential rugby matchup, the brutal, suffocating power of the Springbok pack and their infamous bomb squad versus the creative, fluid, and fast-paced attack orchestrated by Scotland's playmakers. Can Finn Russell's box of tricks unlock the most organized and physical defense in world rugby? Can the Scottish pack stand up to the sheer force of a Springbok 8 in front of 50,000 screaming fans at a venue like Loftus Versfeld or Ellis Park? These are the questions that will dominate the conversation in the weeks and months leading up to the game. It's more than just a test match. It's a philosophical battle of rugby ideologies. It's brute force versus artistic flair. And honestly, who doesn't want to see that? The Nations Championship format itself adds another layer of intrigue. Because it's a competition, every result, every bonus point, matters. This isn't a dead rubber at the end of a long tour. This is a match with real consequences, contributing to a final league table. This level of jeopardy will only intensify the contest. Both teams will be desperate to get their campaign off to a winning start. Beyond the pitch, this fixture is fantastic for the sport. It revitalizes a historic rivalry that has been dormant for too long in South Africa. It gives fans, both old and new, a meaningful international fixture to look forward to outside of the World Cup. For Scottish fans, the prospect of a tour to South Africa is incredibly exciting. Imagine thousands of the Tartan Army descending on Pretoria or Johannesburg, bringing their unique passion, color, and noise. It creates a festival of rugby, a cultural exchange that enriches the sport immeasurably. And for South African fans, it's a chance to see a different kind of opponent, a team that will challenge them in a unique way. They've had their regular battles with New Zealand, Australia, and Argentina. Hosting a confident, attacking Scotland side brings a fresh and exciting dynamic to their home season. So, as we look ahead to July 2026, circle that date on your calendar. Scotland's return to the Rainbow Nation is set to be one of the most anticipated events in the new rugby world order. It's a test of progress for Scotland, a chance to prove they belong at the top table. It's a defense of the throne for South Africa, a chance to blood new talent and lay down a marker for the next World Cup cycle. It's a clash of styles, a collision of cultures, and a story rich with personal narratives. Will Scotland finally achieve that landmark victory on South African soil? Or will the Springbok fortress prove impenetrable once again? We have to wait a couple of years to find out, but the build-up starts now. This is exactly what international rugby needs: consistent high-stakes drama between the world's best teams. What are your predictions? Can Scotland do it? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think about this fixture and the new Nations Championship as a whole. Is it a good move for rugby? Which other matchups are you excited to see? Thanks so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and want more rugby analysis and discussion, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on our future content. We'll be covering all the big stories as we build towards this incredible new era for the sport. Until next time, take care.